Welcome to the Improve Our podcast. I'm your host, Daniela Tancău, an HR consultant helping entrepreneurs and team leaders build motivated, high-performing teams. Here we talk about leadership, employee motivation, and other topics that enhance your ability to lead, whether you are an entrepreneur with a team, a business owner planning to build one, or a leader in a company. You'll gain practical advice and insights from me and my guests, experts in the field and entrepreneurs who share their leadership experiences. If you are new here, be sure to subscribe to stay updated on every episode. Let's dive into today's topic. Hi, welcome back to the Improve Our podcast. Today's episode topic is why it matters to offer jobs that add value to a person's career. And I'll start by saying that there are jobs that don't offer development opportunities and others that contribute to a person's career, helping them grow professionally and take on greater responsibilities and higher positions over time. And distinguishing between these two categories of jobs will help you, as a team leader or entrepreneur, better understand your employees' behavior and motivational drivers. This is important because whether a job adds value to a person's career or not impacts their behavior, engagement, expectations, and even retention, right? And let's talk first about the jobs that don't add value to a person's career. Most unqualified job positions fall into this category, but some that require certain qualifications do as well. So, for example, it could be a fast food worker, a cashier, a courier, a construction worker, assembly line worker, or a car driver. These jobs are usually taken mainly to ensure a paycheck, and we can rarely talk about passion for work or intrinsic motivation, right? There is also a higher staff turnover rate in these cases because, on one hand, people in such jobs are often more easily replaceable, and companies may not strive to create conditions that may make them want to stay for the long term. And on the other hand, because of this, employees may feel less valued and more open to new job opportunities. These roles are also often seen as temporary. For example, jobs held during college or positions taken just to pay the bills until they find the right job. Also, even if the job holder doesn't have or look for better prospects for future jobs, the fact that these positions involve repetitive activities, a lack of diversity or challenges may be another reason they are so easily given up. Motivational strategies should therefore focus on external factors such as competitive salary, good and safety work conditions, job security, and a pleasant work environment, including positive relationships with the direct manager and coworkers. And this last point, positive relationships with the direct manager and coworkers, depends a lot on the direct manager's or supervisor's skills to lead others. That's why it's essential to choose the right people for these roles and support them in acquiring or developing the skills they need to communicate effectively, resolve conflicts or disagreements between employees, and ensure respectful interactions. And also, in order for them to have authority over others, they need to have the power to make decisions regarding the people they lead. For example, they should be involved in evaluating their team members, having a say in who receives bonuses or salary raises and who doesn't, having the power to sanction or taking measures against those who have crossed boundaries or broken internal rules, and identifying who is most valuable to the company. In some cases, the jobs that don't add value to a person's career can be transformed to jobs that add value. So, in some cases, employers can support their employees' education in fields they are interested in and help them transition to the second category of jobs, which offer career development opportunities. For example, a cashier in a store can be financially supported by the company to take an accounting course or attend college, and then work for an established period of time as an accountant within the company. Or another example is a car driver working for a company that transports goods and products who could be financially supported to obtain the necessary certifications to move into a logistic position if he or she is interested. Let's go now to the other type of jobs, those who can add value to a person's career, and see what makes these jobs add value to a person's career. These types of jobs require specific qualifications, right? For example, an entry-level programmer position requires an engineering degree or a certified course in this field. The person holding this position can grow professionally by advancing to a middle level and then a senior position, taking on activities of varying levels of difficulty and applying their knowledge and experience to different types of projects. Having programming skills enables them to build a career. The same applies, for example, to jobs such as marketing specialist, who can become a marketing manager, or a recent law school graduate who can progress through different stages of their professional career. In this second type of jobs, employers have more strategies available to maintain and enhance employee motivation. So, in addition to those mentioned for the first category of jobs, they can assign more challenging tasks to help employees grow. They can create roles that ensure task diversity and support development in different areas of their field. They can promote employees to higher positions that can also bring increased status, right? And they can provide training or mentoring programs to help them develop new skills and competencies. Let's see now when jobs can lose their career value. So, a job that has the potential to add value to a person's career can become a job that doesn't add value if it's given to a person who is overqualified or when an employee stays in that role long after he or she master it. Most of the time, jobs are created to respond to an internal need of a company, and the job holder is chosen based on the job requirements, right? At this moment, the employer can select the people who he or she considers that are best suited for the job and for the company. They can assess if the job will respond to the candidate expectations, if it adds value to their careers, and select those people whose expectations are best met by the job. However, after this first phase passes, the employer needs to recalibrate or change the focus from fitting people into roles into adjusting roles or change roles to fit the employee's level of experience, competence, and their development aspirations. People grow their competencies and skills in their current roles, right? When they have tasks and responsibilities that implies a certain level of difficulty for them. When they come to master those difficulties, they master their roles. If they stay a long period of time, for example, 2 or 3 years, without changes in their roles or responsibilities, they can experience this as a stagnation. And this means that their roles, as they are, don't add value anymore to their careers. So, a job that once added value to an employee's growth can become a stagnation plateau. And a job that represents a stagnation plateau for an employee generates a decrease in his or her engagement. And you can search a lot of research about this, they are out there. So, decrease in engagement leads to lower productivity for the company and higher turnover rates. That is why it is not only in the employee's best interest when a company invests time and money in understanding their aspirations, their career development aspiration, and facilitating their growth. And it's true that this is not possible in all cases, that you can't facilitate all the development they want. So, for example, an employee may want a job position that you are not able to offer him or her, but in some cases it is possible. So, for example, instead of hiring a new person for a new role, you can consider your current employees for that role. You may still need to hire someone new, but for the role of the employee who was promoted, right? And you could change an employee's job responsibility as they become experts in their roles by adding new activities. You don't always need to change their job title, just the job description and maybe the salary package if the employee adds more value to the company by performing the new activities. And when you know your employees' development aspirations, you are able to assign tasks and responsibilities more aligned with these aspirations. Also, knowing your employees' development interests will also help you choose the right training programs for them and grow their competencies in the directions they are interested in. If you invest, for example, in developing a programmer's skills and using a certain software, but he's interested in another one, this may not increase his motivation and performance. And I say this because sometimes training programs are chosen based on offerings a company has from multiple providers, but they should start with the company's real needs and employees' growth interests, right? So let's make a short recap of the key points of this episode. So first, make the distinction between jobs that add value to a person's career and those that don't, and know what are the best motivational strategies for these two types of categories. Then you can transform the first category of jobs, those that don't add value, to jobs that add value by facilitating the employee education in certain fields and areas. Then shifting the focus from having employees fit into jobs in the hiring phase to creating roles that fit an employee's level of competencies and development aspiration. So this is key to maintaining motivation, improving outcomes, and enhancing retention. This is what you should do after hiring a person. Thank you so much for listening. For more resources to develop your leadership skills and enhance your employees' motivation, check out the online courses and programs that are available on my website, improvework.ro. You can also book a consultancy session with me, and you'll find all the links in the description of this episode. Thank you so much. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching this episode. If you found value in this podcast, one way to support us is by subscribing. For more tools and insights to enhance your leadership skills and your employees' motivation, visit my website at improvework.ro. There you'll find a variety of online programs and courses. You can also book a free consulting sessions or a discovery call with me. I love to connect and support you on your leadership journey. See you in the next episode.